fishing. Just loaded up. On the way to go get the motherfucking falls put on. It's coming back with them falls on it.
Got another one, y'all. Just pulling in. Box Chevy. Guy right there. What's up with my guy? What's up with it? What's up? What's going on, man? What's up with you? Chilling. Oh, dang. I'll see what we putting on here. 34s on the box. And boy pulled up with the on the floats, mud, 6s. Let me see what these looking like. We're gonna get them out. Okay. Big Ruchis. 34s. Was it smooth coming down? Yeah, the Bizox. 30-fold up. I'm gonna definitely need some tubs. Yeah, man. It's cold in the mug out here, boy. I done got wrapped up or something. Yeah, there you go. You want me to get a crowbar or something so you can pull it? About to have that mud squatting on them 34s too. They ain't gonna be riding buck high. None of that. I'll put them mugs up under there. No cut, no rub. Oh, man. I should get it to pop loose. It's a little more. There you go. Yes, sir. See, I still like big rims, so I like doing this stuff like this. Get to chop that mug up. Then here go another one for y'all. For sale. 11,000 best offer. This mug look good. Squatting 6s. Boy. 34s on the box Chevy, that's major. 34s on the Chevy, that's major. It's the wall right quick, right here. Yeah, right here up against this wall. 34s. Nope. Foes. This type of stuff I like. These mucks going up under there. That mug taller than the fender right now. The mud's going on there, buddy. Big 34s on that thing. Yeah, it's about to be too fun. I'm about to grab the other one. Let's see what this thing looking like. Golly, I just got my hands dirty. Back spacing. Okay, okay. That's so crazy. Pro Char 6 on 34-inch Ruchis, all brush, huh? What color you going with? Oh, okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's gonna be fun doing this one. Big 34s on a brown. Ooh wee. He said he might go back to the same color, but he don't really know. Another one from Detroit. We got another one coming right after this. When this one get done, we got another one coming. Yeah, I did. Yep, I looked them up. Them still got to be modified too. 305, 25, 34. Box Chevy, 34s. Got it on the lift. I ain't do nothing but just set the rims up by it. Just seeing what it's gonna sorta look like. It ain't gonna be too far from that height. Might be a little bit lower from the rockers, but 34s, Ruchis. 305, 25, 34. I'm gonna have to cut them tips off, the mufflers off. That's parts that I ain't got, they ain't here yet. So I ain't really ever did it this route, but I'm about to do the back first, cause I got the stuff for the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, or start on that today. But I just wanted to kind of get a glimpse of what it might look like, just looking at it. So once again, we changing all the suspension stuff, upper, lower control arms, spring shocks, all that. Tires, steering pieces, inner outer tie rod sleeves, auto arm, center link. Yeah, man. Should be having this thing on the ground soon. That's the goal with this. Try to in and out this joint. That's why I went on ahead and got everything I needed ordered. And mostly everything else should just be miscellaneous that I probably more than likely got in the shop already. Yeah, man. This about to be fun. Back on the box. 34s, Ruchis. Over here getting to it. Got it on the lift. We just really busting it down. Like I said, I'm waiting on the other parts. So we just working with what we can do right now. So I changed the rear trailing arms. Uppers and lowers got adjustables on this mug. Nah. You hear me? It's just mocking up. I just got the wheel sitting where the wheel gonna be sitting at. It's still kind of centered, but it's not exactly at the center no more, just because we're dealing with a 34. But right now, we're about to just take the trim off. That way, if it need to be saved, or, cause I know we're gonna probably be up in here, somewhere over here. Possibly. So I just wanna take this trim off for now. That way, we ain't gotta cut it until we need to cut it. Or, shoot, if he ain't gonna use it, it ain't gonna be on there. But that's what we're doing right now. About to take this trim off, On the back side on these quarters, you can see this trunk solid, so we got some good metal and stuff to work with when we do these tiz-ups. But it's a clean trunk though. Yeah, I probably grind them off then if I got to. Take these screws off. That's what we looking at right now, man. Just about to take this trim and stuff off. Get ready to mount. We'll get to cutting to get these rims up on here on the back. I'm still waiting on what I need for the front. I'm still waiting on that stuff. You know, it's cold. It's freaking 8 degrees around this mug, and freaking UPS and FedEx and stuff ain't been running all on time like they normally do. They still running, but it ain't as like it normally be. So waiting on that. But instead of just sitting on pause and not doing nothing, we're gonna go ahead and get this back done. Like I say, I normally do the front first because that's the most important part. You gotta turn and all that, but we ain't got them parts right now, so we just gonna get in where we fit in, you hear me? So I'm gonna get back with y'all in a second, man. About to go ahead and just take this trim off. And I'm probably gonna mock up one of these rims and start trimming and see what we got going on, to see how this rim gonna fit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll get back with you guys in a second. 30 folds on the box. I just wanted to get the wheel on so I could see what it looked like. And that mug on there. Offset wasn't built right, but I'm gonna make it work. And I'm still making my other touches to the back too. I just wanted to see what the wheel looked like on the car. And that looked good. I ain't even tub it or nothing yet. I just wanted to see what it looked like with the wheel on. And I got the rear end on jack stands. So it's on the ground to a degree, but it's not on the ground, even though it's off the ground. See that? It ain't on the ground, but they kind of let me see where I'm going with what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mug ready to be squatting tomorrow in the back. Want to make that stuff look good too. 34 Rucci box. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. I'm be digging this. This pretty cool. I like how everything coming together so far. Like I said, make my adjustments tomorrow so I can get it how I want it to sit. Then shoot, I'm gonna do the other side of the back. Ooh-wee. The rest of the car still ain't been touched yet. Like I said, I'm still waiting on parts for the front. You know what I'm saying? I just took the trim off of this side. Got some little work you gotta do, but it ain't no major thing. It's about to get painted and all that anyway, so. I just wanted to see what that thing was hitting on. You know what I'm saying? 30 folds. I was on there. So this, I think this the second box on 30 folds. So a whole lot of them on 32s, but 30 folds. That red one that had the stars on there is the first one that I believe is the first one. So this would be the second one, 2-door or 4-door on 30 folds, but I don't know. As far as the 2-door game, but I know this would be the second one on 30 folds. That first one had stars, this one on Rucci's, and I don't think no 2-door been done on 30 folds. But yeah, this coming together. I can't wait to get the other back wheel on and do my little adjustments that I want to do. So get that out the way. Shoot, this about to be pretty fun. I'm digging this. This is alright. So Yep, make my adjustments. I'll be back. What do we have here? The box, 30 folds. Still got to put the front stuff on. I was working on the back, getting the back together, and trying to see how we're gonna be sitting. So that's why the jacket's on the front, just to see, try to see what ride height is gonna be at. Sort of. This ain't 100%, but this is just a sort of, kind of type of thing. So we wanted to see what that ride height look at, so we can see what's going on back up in here. You can see the mug on the ground. It's just rough cuts, rough draft, everything. I just wanted to get the wheel on the car. But yeah, that's kind of like what we're gonna be looking like. You know what I'm saying? That mug's tucking, squatting on 30 folds. You hear me? That mug is on there. 34-inch Ruchis sitting on that brawn. I say this just mock up, just so we can see what's going on. See how this thing looking. The mug is tucking 34s on the photo box. But we just we gotta do a little bit more work though, cause all this stuff cleaned out. I still gotta move this wire and stuff out the way. Some of it ain't really in my way, but we gotta shorten the rear end too. Let's shorten the rear end. I'm gonna do my tubs probably tomorrow. I'll do my tubs and then I'm gonna shorten this rear end because this need to be done so these wheels can tuck a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? They tugging, but you need a little bit more tuckage. And so we make sure we clear on everything. But you see that mug, man. 305, 25, 30 folds. That's crazy. Got the mugs looking like they some 30s or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my shit out here. Other little tools. I don't like leaving tools in cars, not till the next day and all that stuff. Just put them on the cart and get back to it. Yeah, man. The mugs on there. I really ain't been on this car heavy either though, but the turnout was turning out good. Been on this mug for like a total of 2 days, maybe 12 to 14 hours of work total so far. But I just wanted to see what the mug was gonna be looking like. This is gonna be sort of the ride height. This is what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for this ride height, something like this. Pretty much just like this. That's what I'm going for. Tucking, squatting 30 folds. And I'll be doing my homework because, every time something new drop in the game, I do my due diligence on, stuff that I'm interested in, even stuff that I'm not interested in. I'll check out some stuff, look around, do a little homework, you know what I'm saying? See what's out there, challenge myself, stuff like that. But this is the third box Chevy on 34s, and 34s been out over 10 years, something like that. Because the first 34s was the Camaro, the Stars, I think. Yeah, the Camaro, and I sold it. That's actually right, because I sold the second set of 34 Stars to Joe Pav. He had the SRX that he got from Seth, and we put the 34s on there. Then he had put the bags and stuff on there, or whatever. But yeah, them Stars was on the Camaro first. Then I think they got sold to the box Chevy, or the box Chevy had them. That candy red box Chevy that had the stars on there with the alligator red seats. Then the second one was AJ on 34s with the blue 77, 78 with the dub. What's them dubs called? Cause it's one of my favorite dubs now. but the rims hard to go with the twin turbos on the box. And now you got the third one. You know what I'm saying? But this mug is tucking and squatting. Like I said, when I shorten that rear end. When I shorten that rear end, that mug really gonna tuck. And mind you, it's sitting on springs right now. That mug's sitting up on his own right now. It's got the jack on the front just to, you know, accommodate for the ride height or whatever. So that's why that's on the front like that. But ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. That mug look crazy. Oh man, I can't wait to get that front rim on. But yeah. 34s box. Ooh-wee. And it don't look crazy. Like, you still know it's a big rim, it's been cut, stuff like that, whatever, woo-de-woo. Proud of somebody else. But for that to be sitting on there like that, man, I can't wait to get the fronts on now. Like I say, I'm gonna complete the back before I jump on the front. So I'm gonna do a little more clearance, clean these cuts up, then put the chrome trim back on these back pieces, and then, you know, cut those or whatever. But that ain't really nothing. I can do that at the last minute. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So do that. Put the tubs in, shorten the rear end, jump on the front. But probably while I'm waiting on to see what he want to do with this rear end, after I do the tubs, I'm just gonna probably just hop on the front while I'm waiting on him to make the decision. Or shoot, if he call me tomorrow, tell me whatever. That's cool too. But 34s, man, them must look good. Them must look good. Must look good. I like that. And I like it on the Brougham too. I don't know how it look on the LS or a ball head, but it seemed like the Brougham try to make it look good. Shoot, a LS would be hard too. You getting me? But yeah, man, the mug's on there. I can't stop looking at it for real. I want to finish working, but I don't like burning myself out. Been fell asleep up under this mug with a tool on. So I'm about to head home, go grab something to eat, get up out the shizot. Ooh-wee. Let me go around this mug one more time, man. Golly. I wish I had enough room between this wall so I can sit, like stand back on both sides. That's what's going on though, boy. You see that? Ooh-wee. Like I say, the jack is just holding it up in the front just to, you know, accommodate for the ride height a little bit. I'm gonna go this way. But man, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. He about to be saying something up that way, boy. Coming through 34s. Box Chevy. Detroit. He about to have some fun in this mug. Pro Charge 6.0. I don't know what kind of trans he running, but it's gonna be nice. Finish up trimming and cutting the back. Make sure everything clear like I want to and adjust it like I need it to be adjusted. Put the springs that I'm gonna put on there. Put the shocks, all that stuff on the back. I'm gonna do all that. Then I'm gonna do the tubs. And then after the tubs, shoot, I'm jumping straight to the front, getting right to it. Go ahead and put the parts and stuff on. I don't think everything came. Some parts came, but not all the parts. But I have enough to put the wheels on. So all the parts enough for me to put the wheels on. I can do that. But like all the steering components and stuff, that stuff ain't here yet. But This mug gonna be nice to see in the streets, boy. Like, I can't stop looking at this thing. Somebody don't buy that chameleon one I got. Gonna be 2 of them mugs. I've been to strap that mug up too. Shoot, I know the formula now. I got my formula, how I'm gonna do it, the way I do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me repeat that. The way I do things. I got my formula. So shoot, I can have these mugs out of here in no time. Yeah, don't nobody want to buy that box. That mug will wind up getting chop suey. I'm telling you. Nice car. 26s. 4Gs. Way them mugs look now. This mug need at least some 30s on this mug or something. Like 8s is the new 6s, so gotta put something different on here. Me, I like rims. Big ones. Yeah, man. 26s, 4Gs. I forgot the name of those ones. I probably wouldn't do no 34s on this one though. I'll do some 30s though. Some 30s with a nice lip. I'll do that. I can't wait to pull this mug out the garage. Got some other little small things I gotta do to it too. I see it didn't want to start up, so I gotta see if something going on with the gas, because I put some gas in the car, in the throttle body, and the mug cranked up. So I know I'm gonna see if it's something in the gas line or something. Figure that out. It started. It ain't start for us to get it in the building, but it started once we got it in the building the next day. So I'm thinking probably the gas line or something like that, maybe. That's gonna be that, man. Then we off to the next segment of this car, which is the front. I'm gonna knock the back out completely though. Well, I ain't gotta go back there. Maybe minor adjustments, but I'm trying to over adjust now to make sure all that stuff be cool. Then jump on the front, knock that out. Wow, pull out time. Yeah, back on the box. Was messing with it today. Just clearing up some of the little clearances that I needed to clear up. Like you see, like I say, sitting on the jack in the front, but it's kind of the ride height that I want to go for. But I let the front down just so I can put more pressure on the back and make sure I'm getting my clearances that I want. You know what I'm saying? It must sitting good on 34, so man, you gotta give it up. You ain't gotta like big rims or nothing, but you know, just looking at the car, man, and looking where the direction I'm taking it to, it's gonna work out and it's gonna look good. It ain't gonna look tacky and overbearing or nothing like that. It's still gonna be looking sort of like Midnight Club, like the computer version that they be doing the modified cars with the big rims. This car so far it sit like that, but it's gonna be more of a look once I get the front rims on, which shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah, I just gotta do my tubs, like I say, clean my cuts up and all that. I ain't worried about none of that right now. Just wanted to get everything out the way, took the wires out the way so it could be clean up in here. Where that flashlight at? Yeah, just got everything cleaned out. I just swept the trunk out. I ain't even vacuumed, man. Just swept the debris out. As you can see, everything cut out. And I made my measurements for my tubs. I'm gonna do them tomorrow. And shoot, close these tubs up. Get this stuff modified and in there. That way I can go ahead and go to the next level. Go ahead and get the tubs in. Then, you know, we're gonna start with his rear end. He wanna do a 4 9-inch. So us doing a 4 9-inch rear end. We already got the measurements for that. That way, when he get it built, it don't gotta be short, and it just can be built specifically for the needs that we need to bring these back wheels in some more. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be that. Go ahead and close this stuff up and make 34s look like 30s on a box. Brom Caprice Classic. Already. I do the food. This is that Caprice music. Let's go down. You know what I'm saying? Do what we gotta do up here. Got new upper and lower control arms going on. So we ain't gotta worry about all them old 19s, 80s bushings and none of that. So uppers and lowers, ball joints, uppers and lowers, inner outer tie rod sleeves, outer arm, center link, everything. As far as the front steering components, all that stuff gonna be brand new. You know what I'm saying? That way, once he get outside, he ain't got to come back inside. Unless he getting some upgrades or something like that. He ain't going to have to come in for the same old crap. Once he get his wood alignment, I'm going to eye line it as close as I can get it. But I prefer, you know what I'm saying, still, everybody, after they leave me, get a wood alignment. But I done definitely had people sometimes did never even go get no wood alignment. I'm talking about 8s, 30s, 32s. 34s, they definitely, because the very first one I did on 34s was, like I said before, Joe Path truck. He definitely got him a wheel alignment. Then when I did my truck on the 34s, I definitely got my wheel alignment. I did it with the wheels off though. That way I knew it was dialed in, kind of like how they do it with the factory wheels. I ain't had to worry about them trying to adjust it for them big rims, because every shop or business that do wheel alignments, they don't necessarily got the tools to line nothing up on those 34s. They ain't got the grapplers and all that stuff. And I kind of like it done with the factory rims anyway, because you get a better accuracy point versus with these big wheels. And then when they be having the clamps that clamp on the outside of the tire, like out here, I don't think that stuff be all even unless when you turn on the machine and the machine dial in a 0 or something like that, then that might be cool. But as far as what I understand and what I know, I just prefer to do it with the factory wheels. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tuck this thing, shorten this rear end. That's really what I can't wait for, because that way the stance can be better complemented, because I can have the mug lowered and stuff like I really want it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think, this still raw. And ain't no music or nothing in the car. The car totally naked. But I could only imagine, after the adjustments, when he put the music in, whatever type of music he gonna do, it's not gonna sit completely this low. I'm gonna try to mock it and make you see what I'm going for. Probably like that. You know what I'm saying? Right where you see the rim. You know what I'm saying? You see the top of the rim right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't worry about them cuts. Them just dirty cuts. All that's dirty cut. I'm gonna clean all that up, make sure the shape is right. It's just a dirty cut for now. And that's cool. That's okay. We ain't worried about none of that. But that's the height that I'm trying to sit at. Of course, the front is going to be a little bit more up. Right now, I sit even because, like I said, I let the front down from the jack because I wanted to make sure that the rear end was bottomed out, like all the way at its lowest peak, even with the springs on there. Because that's not even the springs I'm using. That's a weaker spring. I just put that on there just so I can see how low it'll go, but still have stand on its own. And it did exactly what I wanted it to do. And shoot, this is where we at. I keep walking around the car, but ain't nothing else to see. I'm gonna let it back down though. I like how I be looking when it's still down. Ooh-wee. Boom. Got it good. Like I say, doing all clearance for this fitment. Then we get back to it. But pretty much I think all the parts for this car here, yeah, it's just a couple other things that was out of the blue that we got to get done. Like I say, shortening the rear end, or getting a new rim because we putting a 4.9 inch in here. So we got to do that. Then I know he's gonna put some brakes on there, so we got to get all that together, see what he want to do with the brakes, and connecting the lines, bleeding the system, all that kind of stuff like that, and mock up, trim, do whatever we got to do. And this car had a little bit of situation going on before. Looks like somebody bit this mug. Somebody pit bull is chewing on this joint. It looked like it's been moved though. I don't know. It looked like it's been moved or something. But the front part's still lining up. So I don't know. The car probably had rims on it before. But we're gonna get that together, man. But it's just gonna be raw to just be sitting on 30 folds almost at a semi-factory height. It's gonna be looking like how back in the day, like how the Cadillac, well not Cadillac dudes, but dudes used to be lifting cars back in 03, 05. You had the fat meat tires, 20 folds, 22s, fat meat 6s, 305, 30, 26s. And people was using like Cadillac springs and stuff to lift up cars. We ain't care about no camber, no width alignment, none of that. The muzzle was rubbing. As long as you was outside, man, that stuff was looking like otherworldly. When cars, I remember back in the matter of fact, white boy Harry from the West Side had the shop on Denizen when he had the Chameleon 77 box, and he had 6s on there. Man, them muzzles looked so huge back then. I don't know what year that was that Harry had that car. But he was like one of the first, if not the first in Cleveland, riding on 6s on the box. Fat meats. And that mug used to be sitting up crazier than this. And that's crazy because this is a totally, 305, 30, 26. And this is 305, 25, 34. Man, that's like, what's these, 40 inches overall diameter. And a 26 with a 305 tire is overall diameter of 20 something. It's 30 something, 33 or 35 overall inches. For a 305, 30, 26, which is the same thing as a 275, 25, 28. So that mug was sitting up higher than this on 6s back then. And look at where the game then came. Everybody trying to squat, sit low, factory style. I just like doing it with big rims. Some unbelievable type of stuff. And shoot, it's working. We ain't fumbled yet when it comes to the big rim game at special vehicles. You hear me? No fumbles. None. I'm talking about when it comes to the big rims, we done mounted up some stuff, and some stuff that ain't never been done before. We was the first to do a lot of first in the world, especially myself. Like I probably got 3 alone, but just the city alone, and then customers want to do stuff like this. I really be liking that, man. That stuff be having me motivated. I still be motivated because I love doing cars. I love cars, but I kind of like just letting my ideas run wild and want somebody else to do the work at this point in life, but we'll see. I ain't gonna be personally doing this for too long myself. I'm still gonna be in the game. I'm still gonna have a shop, still gonna drop cars. I just don't want to physically be doing the work. So either get the team right, or I'm gonna just do something else all the way around. But that's what I like doing. I like seeing my ideas come true. And I like to have people like Ivo the plumber, whose car this is. Check him out on Instagram. I did his Camaro on 32s. He got a van that he want to do, and some other stuff he want to do. We done talked about, but Ivo the plumber, Ivo_the plumber, I think, something like that, on Instagram. But I just like dealing with people that like doing stuff like this, that ain't scared to try something. And back in the day, if y'all remember, he had that blue Monty, was on Midwest Street Riders. He had the blue Monty with the 30-inch floater trunks. And that mother used to be doing donuts on 30s back in the day. You should have brought that to me too, because I'd have had that mother squatting on them freaking 30s. But I ain't know him then, but I just knew the car. And he had the trunks. Yeah, it was the trunks he had on there, 30-inch trunks. Blue with the blue background on the rims, chrome faces. I don't know what motor he had in there, but that motor used to be spinning them 30s. But he had that too, so he ain't new to doing these cars and doing nothing crazy, because 30s on the Monty G-body back then. I wonder who did that lift for him. You gotta get with me, I want to ask you, man. Who did that lift for you on them 30s back then? I gotta ask you about that. But yeah, he had that back then, and shoot, that car was something to see, especially a rim that big on 30s. I mean, a car that small with a rim that big on 30s. That stuff was raw. About to go ahead and like I showed y'all in the other part, I got everything out of the trunk. I just moved this weather stripping out the way because I'm about to redo these. I ain't really a lot of reason why I'm doing this. It's just a little bit of reason why I'm doing this. But I'm about to remake a fabricated bracket. So I'm about to grind all this down. And I'm gonna fabricate a piece to slide in the middle of here. And then that way I can chop the rest of this off. So at that angle, just to give me that much more clearance, and I can shave some of this off. Like I say, I still gotta shave some other little stuff down up under there on that side, but something real quick, real light, just to get a little bit more clearance for the tub. That way, you know what I'm saying, we can get our clearance from the wheel when it be bouncing up and down. However we gonna squat, we still need that clearance in that space. So if you squatting, you still need clearance and space for when to hit a bump, a pothole, dip, speed bump, to let the wheel move up and down. So I'm just making as much clearance as I gonna make with this particular car without moving these hinges over. Because I was gonna move these mugs over first, but the way that this whole geometry of everything, like overall fitment from middle of the tire to middle of the tire, side by side, then up and down, this is all I need to do. I don't need to refabricate the entire arm piece. I just need a little bit more space from here, and then chop this arch out. Get the whack Arnold arch out, and put a straight arm, and that's it. So I'm about to grind these pieces down right now, so get ready to prepare to do that. And yeah, that'll be it. SV Blue in the house. Man, you ain't got no box Chevy, nigga. Take that to the house.
Don't got no pretty hoes, you ain't coming out.
Right.
I'm thinking they be wondering, like, oh shit, should I pick A, B, C, or D? And everybody that
Pick the wrong one.
4-cylinder turbos and shit, fire. You failed the test, motherfucker.
Right,
You
right. All y'all bums, get out this freaking factory. We sick of all this freaking economical, compact garbage. You got a 4-cylinder with a 2mm turbo.
Yeah.
It got 87 horsepower. It got 200 miles per gallon gas, but the mug ain't worth nothing. You can pick that mug up with 2 fingers.
Yeah, that's all you need. All I need is an LS motor and a square metal box.
That's
with
it.
4 wheel wells. If you can't do that, your ass fired.
Right. Get the heck out of here. We don't need you. They be in the company like, sir, I just went to school for 7 years. For man, sorry to hear that, fam. Take that stuff to the corporate.
You getting out of here. Because if you can't do what I'm trying to do,
you got to go. You got to go.
And you got to have on there. On the new Caprice or Impala, do we make it a 2-wheel drive, a rear-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive, or front-wheel drive? Everybody that picked front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive fired.
Right. Well, all-wheel drive might be cool because you can still make it rear-wheel drive, but all the front-wheel drive people, man, get your butt out of here. Pack your. Hey, no. When they come off of lunch, they be like, sir, why all my stuff is outside my locker? Because we changed the locks, fam. It's time for you to go.
Your 2 weeks notice has been put in.
Right. Your 2 weeks been revoked. You out of here today, like a temp service. You gone.
Yep.
But that's all it is for real, man. These new cars you just made out of trash. Don't nobody want that.
And when you really look at this, yeah, it's crazy because it's simple. It's just
Simplicity.
a metal structure over a rear-wheel drivetrain with a rear end, but it's like that's all you needed. A motor that run and a rear-wheel drive to turn the wheels. I mean, a rear end that was rear-wheel drive to turn the wheels, and a metal structure to put seats and wheels on.
Yeah, because you got to think, even like with some of them newer cars too, they got the independent rear suspensions.
Yeah,
like when we do like the Camaros
and all them freaking,
or like how we do the Camaros when we did that
rear
my Camaro
arms and stuff.
Like how it was one whole section, you can unbolt 4 bolts and take the whole rear end out with the wheel. Yeah, the rear subframe. But what's weird about that is that you can't shorten the rear end on that.
Yeah, there's no way you can cut it.
You can't.
No way you could cut it down and shorten.
Right. You have to either widen the body or you have to cut all that stuff out and make your own stuff to make it be able to have a shorter rear end, because of just these new cars
that stuff is literally stupid.
It is. It's dumb.
Cause like even if they had a new Impala, like the one I drive, y'all done screwed up so much making all this extra stuff when all you had to do was put a rear end.
That's it.
In the trunk, under the wheel wells. And make the car go forward. That car got so much gadgets and wires on it. It's stupid.
Now imagine that body style like you got, that and rear wheel drive. Man, them ones would be selling like Chargers and Challengers and all that stuff.
It'll be people be buying them to compete with dudes with Chargers
and they'll be whooping them because the motors and stuff. Even though
because it's
they got a lot of horsepower and torque in them Dodge products, but they ain't better than no LS motors.
They're not faster than
Heck no, LS stuff be kicking that stuff. But
you would have a 6.0 or a Chevy. What is it?
You gotta think some of these dudes in a G body Monty whooping track hawks, and them all track hawk all wheel drive, so all the power getting to the ground. And you got dudes with something they built out the backyard for half the price of what that freaking track hawk costs, and them track hawks be getting smoked.
Well, what's the two Chevy 6.0s? It's 6.0 and 6.2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you would have a 6.0 option and a 6.2 option with that body and a rear-wheel drive. People be buying them all day long.
And then it's easier to obtain too. So even if you caught a V6 one that was rear-wheel drive or whatever, you could just get your own motor, whatever, and just keep on. That's where Chevrolet fell off at though. Yeah, doing all this goofy stuff, all this economy stuff, and all these little Chevy Volts, and nobody want that junk.
They really did.
That stuff for going to get newspapers and groceries. If you want some stuff that has some fun with, man, you gotta have a freaking rear-wheel drive.
Because that Cruise that I got in that shop that's stuck over there in the cross town, and that Malibu, the mugs used to take off like grandmas. But the only thing I like it because I don't like it because it's slow, but I did like it because
it's economical.
Yeah, you saving money on the gas. But like when I really think about it, like when I'm talking about have my foot to the floor, that mug used to be take off like this.
Right, and the thing about it, the body style ain't the problem. It's the drivetrain option. Now imagine that little bitty car was rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and somebody slapped a 5.3, all the tuners and all that. 22s had them slam airbags on the back. Yeah, running. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's just where Chevy, to me, is taking a fall over to these other companies, is because they're not willing to do what was once the pinnacle of Chevrolet before, or General Motors, like
a rock, not like a goddamn pot,
not like a tin can, freaking Fago.
That motherfucker.
The motor Fago, the freaking body Fago. You can kick a dent in them mug.
Chevy used to be for cars for dudes that drink 40 ounces and hard liquor. Now you got dudes drinking water,
wheatgrass,
coming outside with a cappuccino.
Right.
Freaking Starbucks.
Right. Freaking Starbucks membership cards and
hot cocoa with the whipped cream and some sprinkles on it.
That stuff crazy. Man, let's get back to work though. We're gonna grind these down right quick, y'all. We're gonna just grind these right fast, get them cleaned up, and then I'm gonna finish cutting these other pieces so we can put them in there. So we'll get back to y'all in a second. It probably did, but that's just one. This piece here. I'm trying to get up in here. Oh yeah, perfect. So yeah, basically all I'm gonna do is just cut, following this straight up. When I lock this in, then I can just cut right there. Zoop, zoop. Yeah, man. Special vehicles in your mouth. Yep, that look good right there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add this stuff in right quick. Get this stuff on up on the car. Clean these up. There's a couple of little burrs I gotta, well, deburr. I gotta burr off of here. But that should be cool. We got one. Make one more. And shoot. Tack the mugs in. Then we're gonna weld them in, lock them in, then cut the rest off. And that's that. Back to work we go. Oh, that's smart. I had the camera facing me the wrong way. I could have had the mug this way the whole freaking time. Goofy. I'm trying to get behind the camera like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day with the VCR, the VHS system. You used to run behind the camera, then hit the button like, cut, take 57. Yeah, the man done pulled up, come to bring me the rear end. It's in the back of the truck. We still got to get it out the what's the name. So we about to see this mug on the ground. I'm standing here getting them together, making stuff shake. Ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't ready, man. The owner ain't even ready.
Oh my God. I can tell what happened to Virgil. God damn.
Man.
Shit.
And that's on the ground.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Man.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, you don't fuck the city up with this one, man. Fan haters, come on, come now. I'm ready. Come
Man,
on,
speaking of them haters, man, tell them what you about to do on the motor side.
Oh man, we going Pro Charge 6, so we're gonna be down there 1,000 horsepower in this bitch. Everything. Everything.
Yeah, and these mugs you gonna be spinning these mugs.
Oh no, we spend them bitches first day out. You already know what time it is. We doing it. I'm bringing back the money when I was on the corner and they say stop. I'm hanging out this bitch doing donuts. Curve to curve. Nigga.
Right, with the bottle of Kevin Hart.
Oh, you already know. We gotta have that Mino with it.
But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We seen the comments on the internet. Shout out to the homie Dunk Planet. But he got the other page. It's called Dunk Tent right now. But you know, he shouted us out or whatever. Cause you know, when you a person that build cars, you see vision before you see the vision. And a lot of people can see that. A lot of, you know, people that just comment or whatever, y'all don't be knowing what y'all be talking about, cause you just don't know. You don't like big rims, that's cool. You don't want to cut your car, I respect it. But over here, and me personally, I'm glad I got a customer like that, cause I love cutting stuff up. I love doing something different, cause it's too easy to do the same thing everybody else doing.
So we in the box, but we thinking outside the box, dumbass.
Right. You know, everybody on 8s, you know what I'm saying? 8s is the new 6, I mean, 8's the new 6s. Man, that stuff becoming the norm. You know what I'm saying? So why not try something different and something new? And like I said, man, I did the man Camaro some years ago. He's still riding on the same lift from, 2017. It's 2025. That's 8 years ago. He's still riding that car. You know what I'm saying? So what you think this about to be? And don't say it because it's a new car versus an old. We doing the same stuff that we doing on them new cars to these olds. Coilovers, everything. So
a whole new suspension, goddamn.
Right.
That face on the back. You got a little kid on here for him, man.
Right. All right, we going all the way with it. Man ain't skipping a beat.
So what the wild roll boxes out for? Man.
Right,
We going
right.
all the way with it, man.
Right. I was talking about suspension part.
Regular axle wear, nigga. This bitch
Right.
thick as a motherfucker.
What's
man.
that? Like a what? A freaking
Monster truck.
How many spline is that? That mug's super thick. They ain't tell you how many splines they gave you?
It said on the receipt.
Okay.
30 something.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, see? I'm gonna take this out. I probably still got some lug nuts though. So if they ain't bring them in the box, and we still got some lug nuts. This ain't the first box in the world on 34, but it's definitely the first one squatting, tucking 34s. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude AJ on 34s with the blue 77 through 79 box with the 34-inch chinchilla gold with the twin turbo. He be roasting his 30s and them. I mean, his 34s heavier than this, because you gotta think that's a full plate rim with a face. This is the open wheel. So you trying to tell me that he ain't gonna be able to move these? You know what I'm saying? Tubs done. I painted the trunk like a flat matte black. Oh, that's the unit, huh? Oh, they gave, oh, so you just really did just pick it up in a piece. All the pieces, huh? Big unit. What gear you do?
4, 5, 6.
God dang, them teeth thicker than a beer. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? See, we don't show you everything on the gram. We're gonna show you that on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That is a big, thick unit. Golly, look at these teeth. These teeth is thick. Yeah, that ain't breaking. 4 9-inch, buddy. That is not breaking. How many spline they say it was? How many spline? They didn't say? Oh, okay.
I know it was 30 something though. I remember.
Yeah. I know, because normal ones be like 27, 28.
It was 30 something. So
Okay.
1000% positive.
Yeah, man. On to a new level. What we got in the Bizox? For the Bizox.
I used the
Bracket.
Okay. I just something for the back.
No, that's the rotor. It's the other part of the rotor connect to this, and it got to screw together. So more than likely, them the 2 pieces for that, and then your rotor pieces.
Oh, that's like the rotor.
Oh yeah, at the bottom. Yeah, yep.
Screws for the shit right here. Ass brake fast.
You got dual piston in the rear. Well, more than likely, that's what it is. Box Chevys, boy. You got a favorite old school?
I'm stuck between the Monty, the Caprice, and the 6'4" Impala.
Oh yeah, them all different categories too, though.
No,
You want switches on the 6'4", or you trying to put a motor or something?
I gotta have motor and switches.
Flat out. Oh yeah, see? That screw to that other part.
Okay.
And that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts to lock that together. Oh, they really gave you the package. They ain't put nothing together.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, shit, you can wait some more time and pay some more money, or you can get your shit sooner and put it together yourself.
How much they was trying to hit you for to put it together?
500.
That ain't bad.
It ain't, but it was the extra week.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, ain't nobody got that type of time.
That's what killed
I could put this mud together in a day.
I'm about to put this bitch together right now. I'm about to bolt this shit together. So
Oh yeah. Oh, they gave you the pallet and everything. You don't even need all that.
No, that was some shit I had. That
Okay.
came on the panel.
I'm gonna take this in the inside. I'm gonna grab that dolly too so we can take that rear end off. This about to be gone too. I'm about to get her together as soon as I get done with him. This car been here for a long time, but she is a patient customer that not only waited on me, we had to wait on her too. So we getting her together.
Are you talking about the Camaro?
No, this Corvette. Oh dang, you done took it out already. You was not playing no games.
I think that this would be heavy. When they lost, when they lifted that shit up and put it in the curb.
Yeah, it's just a hollow tube for real. Let me get you a razor. Bust them pieces off.
And I'm gonna keep one in the whip.
That boy say he about to put this mud together right now. He's not only a client, he's also in the game working. Like Bag Talk, I be liking seeing Bag Talk videos. That boy won his car out. But at the same time, you know, he respect the game. But I like the fact that sometimes he'll help out and work, you know what I'm saying, and get his car forward to get that mug out. So it's good to see some of the dudes that's building some of the top builds in the nation, you know, getting hands on sometimes. Sometimes you just need to, sometimes you learn to. Sometimes you just want to, you know, past life, whatever. Oh, damn, you got the whole shit bang.
Oh, yeah, I have everything. I wasn't there about to drop this bitch off and leave you with the...
And you said them threads on the axles is different than them.
Yeah, they don't fit in my trailer.
They too small.
Yeah.
So this might be. I know I got something. Let me see. I'm gonna see what I got that fit this. Got that situated. 1/2-inch studs, thread. I want to see what this is, but I want you to open it. This is your box.
You can rip that bitch off and
I'm trying to let you play a A to Z. Trying to put you play A to sleep. I always want to talk. Okay.
While you fighting with that bitch on building.
Man, what? I'm trying to do two things at once. Trying to get these people something to see, making it difficult for me. Ooh-wee. They looking pretty.
That bitch nice and shiny.
Right.
All the bolts to put the center in.
Oh yeah, I see they got the bolt on the back. Dang. Bird flu in this one. Oh yeah, it's all the seals, breather, cap.
They told me I ain't need to put no seal in the rear end because it's a seal
they
on
put
the
the seals
axle.
on the edge
No,
already?
on the axle.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Them is made like that before. Let this mud loose. Let it out. Oh, they must got a foam machine. They foam this around here.
Yep. They said they foamed it so it wouldn't scratch the finish up on it.
That's wrong. Especially when you shipping stuff all the time. That's a good idea. Making it hard for me right now.
Hey, that's why I was like, no, you take it out.
Right. You got me on that one.
I knew it was gonna be some shit too, but that nigga was like, yeah, I put the foam in the box. I said, oh yeah, all right. Good 456, goddamn it.
Yeah, that mug beefy. That gear thickness, the teeth. That's the extra good. Made me feel like I need to step my game up.
That's what we've been waiting on right here. This punk ass we're in.
Yep. How long did it take them to do it? What, 2 weeks? Something?
No, it was like 4 weeks.
Okay.
But they said normally I said it'd take a week or two. They just was backed up. They had a lot of shit going on.
Okay.
So you're like in the
It's
future.
summertime, income tax just left. Everybody trying to be outside.
And I had them put the drain plug at the bottom and the fuel port at the top and the back.
Oh yeah, that was super smart.
It's like, you ain't got to. You can drain it from the gear. I'm like, put the drain port at the bottom.
You say so you had to drive 3 hours to go get it and 3
Man,
hours here?
man, it was 3 hours and 3 hours and 10 minutes to get to them. And it was supposed to be 3 hours here, but the traffic, so it ended up being 3.5 hours to get here.
Okay.
I got another 3-piece to get back home.
Man, and you about to do some work.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's all for the love of the old school, man.
Yeah, say that. While he doing all that, I'm gonna go ahead and like I say, finish the back of what I need to clear, you know what I'm saying? Put my seal in there, clean them cuts up. You know what I'm saying? The internet, they don't like cuts. Oh, they don't like process cuts on the internet. On the internet, they be like, they don't understand process, so they'll be like, oh man, that's crazy. You cut that car, look at them cuts, look at that. They don't understand. Anything 28s and up, you're cutting something. I don't care if you weld it back or whatever you want to call, you're cutting something. Anything for 28s, you modify, you're aftermarketing, you're cutting, you're adjusting, you're manipulating, your welding, your dollying. You're doing a lot when it comes to anything past a 28 and up. When it comes to a box, even a G body is a 6. Folds, you know what I'm saying? Depending on the size lip, but at the end of the day, this stuff take creativity, it take thought, it take work when you're doing, as Kenny would say, custom. When you're doing work like that, it's something different, you know what I'm saying? Especially when, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the first in the world, but it's the first one squatting. So you gotta do homework. You gotta make sure that your measurements is good. You gotta make sure that you can handle the challenge. Everybody can't. People say they know how to do this crap. That's cool. But this stuff is definitely an art, and it ain't never been done. So you gotta do homework while you working. But in my case, I did all my homework before I did it. And he gonna be A1. That's all to it. It's gonna be a driver. He gonna be on the freeway, streets, roasting them, doing donuts, whatever he wanna do. But that's what it's gonna be built for. You gotta respect that or whatever. You ain't gotta like the size of the rim or cut on the car, but to still pull it off and put that type of combo together and make it work, that's the goal. Because once it's done, everybody else can either follow suit or just make the next one easier because it's been done. Like, I'm gonna show y'all this other box that I'm selling. I just got the mud sitting outside today. Just sitting outside. I just got tired of the mud sitting in the shop. Somebody can bring me a couple dollars for this thing, you can have it. But even this car, when they first put these rims on this car, they had different size tires. It was up in the air. It had front springs on the back. The mud rolled like bricks. And for 26s, they trimmed this car. So y'all ain't really saying nothing when y'all be having y'all complaints and you don't know what this stuff really entail. You think them dudes on them 8s, all in them cars, some of them cars ain't cut and re-welded before they went to paint and body and all that other stuff? All that stuff counts. You might not understand it because everybody ain't showing you what some people are willing to show. Like me, I'm only showing you what I want you to see. And I want you to see them 34s tucked up under that. Sitting as factory as possible is the goal. That's what I try to do. I try to make it be as factory as possible on whatever size rim somebody choose to want to ride on. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, sometimes, you know, you got to give a customer what they ask for. And some dudes, you know, like riding high. Some dudes like even. Some dudes don't like rims at all. You got leather tire riders and mags and all that type of people. You got rim people, and you got people that don't want to go past deuces, fours, and 6s. I ain't one of them people. I'm more like a 28 and up type of guy. I don't really care for 6s unless it's a super small car. I can stuff some 6s on, like a freaking Mustang, like a Cane, a Menace to Society Mustang or something. Or that's just something that came across my mind. I ain't what I'm thinking about, but you know, just something creative. Or some fours or deuces. I'll play them size wheels, but it just gotta be the car that make the wheel look full. But stuff like this is just fun, man. Something different. Get me excited. Something to do. It's just different. You know, I could do all the other. You want 28s, you want 4s, you want 6s, we can get you together. I love doing it all, but it's just funner when you're doing something different that challenge you and that ain't on the street. It's not the norm. And then, you know, when you get to hearing them prices, everybody don't want to pay what that stuff costs to make stuff like this happen. And it'd be funny when dudes be saying stuff like that, like, oh man, buddy, he bought them cheap rims. Just like Dunk Tent said. He said it. He said, man, I don't know what y'all be thinking. A dude spending $7,000, $8,000 on wheels is broke. And man, I seen another post today on the gram. A dude said, man, I ain't know $1,000 wasn't nothing until you start getting in the car game. Because $1,000 in the car game ain't no bread. Get you a couple parts depending on what you're doing. But you ain't getting no full package. You barely can even get a sound system for $1,000. Freaking radio, a nice radio. Yeah, you can buy you some junk. You can get you a radio for $100, $200, but it ain't gonna sound like nothing. You had to turn that mug to 40 to make what it's gonna sound like when I'm on 10. Cause you got the wrong stuff. You just bought some stuff that looked cute and that was in your price range, which is still respectable, cause I ain't gonna never disrespect nobody's pockets. At the end of the day, you know, you do what you can with what you got. And some people want to go the extra mile. Like this is the extra. This is super extra, beyond extra. You can't go no extra than this because they don't make 36s. So that's it. Unless you're gonna get you a big old mud tire and make you a monster truck, a box monster truck, because this ain't that. It's a box on 34s. This is not a dunk because it got big wheels on it. This is a box Chevy 88 Brougham Caprice. You know, we about to put this stuff together. So you about to see that whole rear end with the wheel wood brakes on there, 2 piston, 4 piston, whatever. Matter of fact, he didn't show me that. So it gotta be right here. Let me see what he got going on the piston side. Oh, it's 4 piston. So yeah, A1. Stopping on the design. But yeah, man, you know, this stuff, it costs to play. It's fun. It's exciting. You know, you work hard, make a lot of money, do whatever you gotta do to get your bread, so you can just pull outside like that. I'm a big rim rider. I was drawn, for those that don't know, I'm living in real time. I used to be, 5th, 6th grade, Par Revere, Cleveland, Ohio, on Sandusky, between Sandusky and Way. I used to be drawn. We talking about 90, 11, 12? Yeah, we talking about like 93 to 95. I used to be drawing stuff like this as a kid. I used to literally draw stuff like this. I used to take my metal NASCAR cars and cut the hoods, the roofs off, and put Walkman speakers in the back of the trunk, acting like they was real cars, so you could hear the music in the back of the trunk with the wires sliding through the wheel well. I used to take the tires off and then super glue them on the outside of the rim so the rim could stick out. So right now I'm living in the time of what I used to be envisioning when I was a kid. And now it's reality. They can make 36s, I'm buying some. Argue with your mama, cause I don't care. I just like rims. That'd be raw if they made 30s and 32s with some big lips, 7, 8s, and 9-inch lips and all that crazy stuff, and some different size tires, some skinnies and stuff like that. Cause shoot, imagine if this tire was a 275, 25, 34. I wouldn't have had to cut that much, but it would have been so much more form fit with the roundness because of just the tire size itself, not the rim size, the tire size. Because tire size has got a lot to do with stance. And you could kill the whole, and then let me tell y'all something, you can kill your whole look on your car with the stance. You spent super bread, whatever amount you wanted to spend. And some people spend money just because they got it to spend it, don't mean that what you got into the car was worth what you spent. Some of y'all overspent, and some of y'all underspent. But dang, I forgot what point I was making. But anyway, doing this, them tire sizes, all that stuff matter. So when you got the car on the street, you done spent the money, you feel good, but you ain't getting the responses that you want. Cause stance matter, color combo matter, rim choice matter, all that stuff matter. Just buying, it's like going to the Gucci store and just buying a whole Gucci outfit. That stuff cool cause you bought Gucci, but that don't mean it look good. It might have been better with the Gucci belt, some shoes, and a t-shirt. Combo. You gotta know your combo game. You ain't got no combo game, it's gonna suck for you. You're just gonna be a cool dude with bread, with an ugly car. We can't do that. We gotta do better, legends. So, yeah, that's just where we at with it, man. I'm about to cut this camera off right quick. He about to put this rear end together. I'm about to take these rims back off. And like I say, finish my little seal and then clean my cuts. And we're gonna go from there. box Chevy game. Oh yeah, man, how y'all like that mix that I made too, that I put on that on my Instagram? That little Rick Ross with that beat. I made that just to try to see what some stuff sound like, cause I just like that beat. Then, you know, box Chevys is like one of the best vehicles on the planet. You hear me? Boxes, some of my favorites, box Chevys, 87 Grand National, 63 Impala. I love Monte Carlos, freaking 86 to 88. Luxury Sports or SS's, T-tops, whatever. 81 Z28 Camaros, that body style, F-body style from, what, 70, what's that, 70 to 81, something like that. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. 70 to 81, I love those. I'm a box Chevy junkie, man. I got every one of them joints. Except, dude, I sold my box 2 in Chicago, man. Where you at, buddy? I tried to find you on the gram and everywhere. You disappeared. Puerto Rican cat. He bought my 86 LS. I want that mug back. I did it at the time for space and stuff like that. I just didn't want the car at the time. I just had too much going on with just stuff all over the place, man. You'd be surprised how many cars some of these people be owning. I ain't gonna tell you all the ones I got. They ain't on the street, so it don't matter. But I want that car back, and I need to get a Landau, an 87 Landau, and I want an 86 Landau too. Cause one of them mugs getting cut up, and you gonna be mad, and I ain't gonna care, cause it ain't your car. I really don't care. So you be like, man, he cutting that car up. That's crazy. But then you see it, be like, man, that mug like way cool though. Yeah, man. Shut up. Anyway, we got to get back to work, man. So, went on ahead and jacked the mug up in the Izzer. Take out the Rizzier end. Take this good old factory 7.5 up out of this thing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, before I do all my trimming and cleaning up or whatever like that, we about to put the rear end in there. So it's good just to get this out the way so I can go ahead, clear this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Whoop did whoop whoop. All this stuff gonna be addressed, so don't worry about none of that. If you worried about that, nah, we'll see you later. But anyway, took the rear end out just to make it more smooth. One of the studs in the rear end, he was putting, cause he helping too. Since he here, he stripped one of these studs, pressing this stud in, so he went to the car store to go get another one. That's cool. He already put the unit in, tried it, everything was kind of smooth. We just gotta go get that other screw. So he left to go grab that. For the Ford 9-inch with the 456 gear for the 4L86 So Pro Charger. Big, super thick axle shafts. Brand new uppers. They factory style, but because of what we doing to this car, it's gonna work perfectly fine. You don't need no tubulars for what we got going on. Brand new cross shaft. Is this open? Excuse me. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? This is for the driver's side. Brand new ball joints. So it must be a piece of plastic in here somewhere with that. Yeah. With the Carter pin and the field screw. I don't know the exact name of them screws that go in here though. But you get the point. Brand new ball joints, cross shafts, cross shaft fusions. So we good on that. And we got some other stuff. I think, yeah, inner outer tie rods. So, you know, all the little regular stuff I normally say. I'm gonna get so used to saying it. It just sounds easy. Inner outer tie rod, sleeves, pitman arm, outer arm, center link. Oh yeah, man. Y'all need some wood, man. I'm trying to build y'all. That's a good piece of MDF, man. I'm trying to build y'all a subwoofer box. You know what I'm saying? How big this piece is? 2x4, a 1/2-inch thick. Yeah, man, you could build you a 2-4 box. can get you 2 4-inch subs, get the cubic feet right, put it in your BM car. That's the stuff for 73 that we doing. Who might that be? Yeah. Oh, that's my. Oh, my bad. I was wondering. I thought it was a customer.
If I was in the right place or not.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it, man.
Right, no problem. Have a good one.
Oh, you too. Got my food here on the vegan side. What we got? A vegan sausage burrito, a sea moss smoothie, and some vegan spaghetti. Yeah. For all y'all don't know, them plates. All them plates is from cars that I've brought out over the years. I don't know if I showed this before. It's my van that I had on 30s, first in the world, Cleveland legend. As you can see, this plate says 2012. I only had that mug out for 2 months. I did a lot of stuff in 2 months. Suburban, 2017. Let's go to that two-door box, the My Smug box. I didn't make no plate for that, but this what this was on. That I did the range test in on that back street. That was that. Camaro, when I had the 6s on there, then it had hit it. Durango on 30s, 2016. That's back when we was in Atlanta stunting and we won the championship that year. This is another two-door box I had. This was another two-door box I had. It was the same two-door box, but I never used this plate. I forgot what happened. That was the wagon on the 30s, the CTS wagon. You can see, 2017. This was my truck. The Silverado 34s, I mean. January 2020 to January 2020. Yeah, basically. Oh no, I was wrong about this plate. That was on one of my two doors. This was the My Smug plate, 2011. I never even used that plate. Camaro when I put the 32s on it. Matter of fact, this was the one I was about to put. Yeah, no, was it? No, this is the one I put on there. This is the one I was gonna put on there, but I never did. This goes to this. I got a 76 Cadillac Eldorado station wagon. That's what that's for. And a couple of these other ones I don't remember right now, but all right. Got these mugs on here for one of the last times. Got all the suspension except for the shocks on. You know what I'm saying? Got the suspension on this thing. You know. Buddy, do you see these stars? But yeah, do you see what I see? What? That mug is on the ground. It's sitting just like I wanted to. Oh my God. We tuck it. You see that? And somebody tried to get in the comments to tell me about tucking. This is tucking, sir. Tucking is when you can make the wheel go under the wheel well. That's tuck. This is from, if it's out here or just right here lined up with the quarter or whatever, the wheel well, tucking is this. Squatting is this. And you can squat a car without tucking. You just will have to have the front higher than the back. And the wheel can stick totally out. But as long as the back is squatting, that's still considered squat. Like what they call the Carolina squat or whatever. And most of those cars are with 24 by 14, 15, 16, whatever, all that stuff sticking out. But they still squatting. So this is tucking, just to let you know. That's why when y'all call me, I don't just have no general price. That's why I say call for prices. Because when you call for price, I can ask you what you got, what you want. Do you got your rims already? If you don't got your rims, what kind of rims you about to got? You already about to buy? Or what rims did you want? Did you buy these off the street? Are they your bolt pattern? What they come off of? Did they come off of a front wheel drive car, rear wheel drive car? And a lot of y'all sometimes don't know, and that ain't your fault because, you know, you just buying cars you want to ride. but it teach you how to learn the game while you're spending your money to just have rims on your car. And that's where I come in, because I'm gonna dissect what you tell me, and I know what you want. Even if you don't know how to articulate that, I'm gonna figure it out, and we're gonna go from there. Right now, these is 30 folds on a photo Brougham box Chevy, box Chevy. I'm about to be outside today, so after I get done putting this trim on the back, I got some little stuff I want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it for him, because this mug's dirty. It's been here for a minute. We had to wait like 3 weeks for that rear end. Had to wait for some other parts, and then there was some other stuff that I had to address on the car just to get the mug where I got it at now. So, but everything's everything. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my last little work I'm about to do right fast, and this mug is about to be outside. I was gonna put this back. I was gonna make a piece and weld this back in and make a smaller light, but he don't even want to do that no more. He said we're gonna change the fenders, or he got somebody up there that's gonna change the fenders and put the regular non-cornering light fenders on here, and then that just gonna be a better look. I need to put the chrome trim like the rest of the car got right there, so that's gonna be nice too. So when you see this video on my Instagram, people gonna be like, man, look at the front fenders, because they probably ain't gonna look at YouTube. But if you do look at it on YouTube and Instagram, then you already know that is the reason why when the pullout video come out that you're gonna see these fenders still like this. Got that mug outside, got it running finally. Had something going on with the throttle body. I couldn't get it started. I had to put an ignition module in there to find some grounds and stuff, but it's outside.